Dream, what the fuck's poppin'? It's your boy Zom Slays. Welcome to another episode of Music Mondays. I hope you're well, man. Today's a special episode. Definitely a really special episode. Today is episode 60. That's a big ass milestone for us, man. So, we got a lot to get into. I got a kind of a cool night planned for us. But first things first, I hope you're well. I hope everybody's chilling. I hope the vibes are good. I hope the vibes are high. I hope everybody had a good Monday. Today's 3/14. That means Pi Day. Yeah, man. I hope everybody's Gucci. Hope everybody's March as well. So you guys know the drill. Episode 59 is live on the channel. That it's the YouTube channel. That is. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Make sure you go show it some love. Drop a like. Make sure you sub if you haven't already. SoundCloud Sunday Volume 21 is also live on our SoundCloud as well. I think we're like 1 or 2 followers away from 100 on there. So make sure you go show our playlist some love. Show us some love, man. Everything's doing good, man. Everything's doing good. What else? Hey, yo, Mark, what's poppin', homie? I hope you're well too. What's Gucci? What's Gucci? What's Gucci? A new article is also live on the website as well. We're pretty much going to be dropping articles consistently, like every Friday. That's going to be the vibe for the moment. I'm not sure when we'll fit like multiple articles per week in the schedule. It just depends on if I can actually get a good team of writers under my hands. But for now, 1 article per week. So brand new article is live on the site right now, and if you haven't seen it, make sure you go check it out. It was a short piece on Spotify that I wrote, just talking about basically Spotify being corporate and very just flat out abusive to artists, man, for a long time. And people always like, I don't think they like looked at me funny when I like didn't like care about Spotify. It's not that I didn't care about Spotify, it's just that like if you want to go listen to it, it's there, you know what I mean? Like, but I'm not gonna put all my eggs in one basket, and that being the Spotify basket. And it's finally coming to light that like it's just really not worth it to put all your hope in streaming platforms, as if you're owed any sort of like say over anybody else on that platform or anybody else who drops anywhere else, bro. Like you're not better because you drop Spotify exclusives, bro. And like that's the way that a lot of like artists and like people move, and it's fucking weird. Like they'll grind like 6 years to get like 1,000 listeners on Spotify, when it's like, dude, like there's so many things to question about that, and it's just like, dude, if that makes you happy, then by all means continue doing that, you know what I mean? So that's another topic for probably later in the show, or just like a whole show dedicated to it. But basically it's just a short article about what Spotify has been up to for the last while, and it's becoming a topic of conversation again. So I figured I'd speak a little bit on it. It's just something that I've said so much that like I just truly I don't know. Not that I don't care. It's just like I'm gonna have to really put it out in detail if I want to get the point across that I wanna get across. You know what I mean? So one day at a time. One day at a time. They went from running as a streaming service to being almost as a label in terms of how they treat artists. It's like really wild, the type of shit that they got away with. Like, and people just like ate it up. And like it's fine for people who like college kids and like people fucking who listen to like music on Spotify that like aren't in the like underground, that like aren't in the scene. But if you're like an artist and you're like fucking condoning that shit, and you're like really trying to like push your Spotify as like the number one place that you can get support, I think that's fucking crazy. That's just personal opinion, you know? Yeah, no, I totally agree. I totally agree. Like, and like, not all labels are bad, but like the thing is with labels is like the majority of them are like the same thing. Like it's just the same thing. Like there's independent labels out there that have backing from like big labels that are really good. You know what I mean? That do a lot of thing for like breakout indie artists. And like that's where a lot of people get their first checks. You know what I mean? So like you'll hear me say it all the time, like fuck labels and shit like that, but there's also the other side of like everybody's different, you know? Like you gotta take what you can get. And like sometimes like, you know, if you feel like a deal or whatever is good for you, it's definitely not a bad thing. Not at all. It just depends on what's right for you. You know what I mean? And like as long as you're like putting the music first, I feel like that's how you're always gonna know if it's right or not. You know what I mean? But like I said, that's like a pretty long-winded subject. Like we could literally make a whole show out of that, honestly. Money driven instead of being artist motivated. Labels aren't bad, but they can be. Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like see, I'll always be supportive of the underground and like never signing to labels. But like if you were to like put a theoretical gun to my head and you were to be like, yo, fucking are labels good or bad? They're definitely not bad. Not at all. Like they've changed people's lives. And like people have like absolutely like made more connections and capitalized and done a whole lot from labels. But I just feel like cases like that are so far and few. And like I know so many like successful independent underground artists that just have made it out the trenches without even touching a label up until like they felt like it. Like they were like, yeah, maybe I will, maybe not. Like having that shit in the palm of your hand, it like has always been the definition of the underground to me. And like that's pretty much what today's show is about, man. Like episode 60 is a big one. We're gonna be talking about how I got my start in the underground, what the underground is to me, what the underground is to Music Mondays, basically the roots of this shit, and we're gonna talk a little bit about that today, for sure. But one other thing that I have planned for next week, which actually came up probably like an hour ago. I'm pretty sure I'm having a special guest on the show next week, and we're gonna chop it up about the scene. We're gonna talk about pretty much everything, man. It's gonna be really good. It's gonna be really good. Expect the show to be really, really different this month, and not in a bad way. You know what I mean? We're gonna be getting some guests on. Talking about all sorts of like, you know, controversial topics. We're gonna be getting into it. So, with that said, man, let's get right into this week's reviews. So, you guys know the drill. Let's. I agree, but to play devil's advocate at the end of the day, it is the entertainment business, and we live in a capitalistic country where nothing isn't driven by money. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm not saying that like you shouldn't go out and make money. You know what I mean? Like, the thing is like I just feel like people don't know when to draw that line. You know what I mean? Like, people just don't understand like that. Like, you can get a fucking paycheck without being a slave, or like without, like selling your music or like having to get a budget, you know what I mean? Like there are genuine people out here with like real brands for themselves that never touch the labels, nothing. Like it's crazy how many people have sort of like drifted into that like mindset where they just feel like they have to get a deal, or like they have to like fucking, I don't know, they have to like change shit, you know what I mean? But everybody has bills to pay, you know what I mean? Like, just because we like our jobs and you don't doesn't mean we can't eat. That's not what I'm saying. And that's not like I like, cause like I've always fucking hated the like hippie mindset, cause like there's always been people where they're like, oh yeah, selling music and this and that, and bro, shut the fuck up. Like, bro, everybody has to eat, but there's a way to go about it, you know what I mean? As to where you don't have to feed the machine, you know what I mean? You don't have to ruin your brand. You can take control of everything. You can drop when you want. You can film what you want. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of great cases like that, as to where like you can just take this shit by the balls, and a lot of people like sleep on it, you know what I mean? Like, and plus like the ultimate goal isn't to like stay underground, you know what I mean? Like, let's be honest, like if you like want your favorite artist, or like if you think people need to be underground forever, that's not the goal, you know what I mean? Like, straight up, like, it's to get the fuck up out of this shit with everything that we worked for, you know? Straight up. That's the other side of it. Like, that's what the underground's always meant to me as well, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like being stuck, you know what I mean? Like it was dope being like this, and like watching people pave the way. It's a really important subject to me, you know what I mean? Because like I don't think I'd really be I don't know where I'd be if like I ever thought any differently, you know what I mean? But shit, we'll talk more about that later for sure, because that's like a big talking point about tonight's show, so we're about to get into it. Anyways, you guys know the fucking drill. Let me tweet the stream, let's talk about reviews. And if you don't know, Music Mondays, how do I submit to the show? Well, motherfucker, this is how you do it right here. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, and submit your portfolio, track, art piece, whatever you got. Make sure you submit it under this tweet. Everything under this tweet gets viewed, watched, listened to during the stream. We don't take submissions via Instagram, via DM, nothing like that. Just to keep the show free flow, everything going pretty smoothly, and I don't have to grab links from a million places. So if you want to be on the show, that's all I ask, is you drop your links under our Twitter. So, with that said, you guys know what this reads, but it'll read the same thing every week. Artists and creatives, submissions are live. For Music Mondays, live on 3/14/22, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, twitch.tv/sonplays, which is right here now. If you're watching on YouTube, shout out you. If you'd like to submit your music, artwork, fashion, or digital creations, drop your links, portfolios below. All art forms are welcome. All art forms are welcome. Meaning, you're talking music, NFTs, fashion, digital art, paintings, physical art, short films. We've watched, listened, and done it all here on Music Mondays, so feel free to come submit. So, I believe we got like 10 submissions or something like that tonight, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 submissions. Let's get it, baby. So, decent night. For the fucking chat. Let's go. Alright, let's fucking tweet the stream out. Intro's done. Hope you guys are well. Strap in. We had a cool show coming up. And I think we got a couple new submitting artists as well. But that's a great subject to talk about, guys. Honestly, I actually I'm glad that that was brought up. You know, I think that's a really really important thing. You know, especially when it comes to like doing like what's right for you. You know. Oh, excuse me. So, um, let's. Who do we got first on the list? I don't know how Offspring. I think it's alphabetical order, huh? Because it's B. No, it's not alphabetical order. I'm tripping. How's Offspring first every time? What a savage. Let's go Offspring, man. Um, we'll save that for about like halfway through. Offspring always coming through with the with the gold short films, man. But first things first, we got the homie Bloodcat, man. Yo, Bloodcat, what's poppin', homie? I hope you're well, just in time. Um, Submitted a track titled "A Pog Demon Sutter." Prod Yo Mac. And doing the switch again, meaning Bloodcat is always switching around what he wants to submit for the show, which I don't blame him. I mean, I probably would too. I'd be like, shit, never mind. I'm trying to submit some other shit. You know what I mean? So it's all Gucci. Let's get right into this. I believe this is unreleased. Right, Bloodcat? This is the first track I'm gonna drop is Lil Skunky. Okay, so we got Lil Bloodcat's alter ego sort of kinda alt account Lil Skunky with their first unreleased single titled Pog Demon Summer, Prod Yo Mac, dropping March 25th. Today's the 14th when we're doing this live. You'll be watching this on YouTube possibly, so just check the description for the track. But either way, man, we cannot open this in a new tab because this is a brand new unreleased Lil Skunky exclusive. You're hearing it first live on Music Mondays. Pog Demon Summer, Prod Yo Mac. Let's get into it.
Give me next, you keep me coming. They ain't even see me coming. Now I'm next, there's no discussion. No discussion. I got a 12-hole group chat. Call them dirty dozen. You ain't fucking with me now, then don't be fucking all of a sudden. They been waiting just to see what I'ma be, and I just push the fucking button. Put my money on myself and anybody that I met along the way. I think I need some fucking help. Yeah, cause I believed in me when nobody else would let me play with the team. So now I ball by myself. She wanna play with my ring. She wanna slay in my bling. Don't wanna pay for a thing. Yeah, she my favorite thing. And I'm like, wait, that's misogynistic. See, I'm my hardest critic. Ask me how I'm feeling, little bitch. I'm feeling ballerific. I'm the second coming. I don't rest for nothing. I done fucked on everybody but my second cousin. I got that check, I cheap it coming. Give me next, you keep me coming. They ain't even see me coming. Now I'm next, there's no discussion. No discussion. I got a 12-hole group chat. Call them dirty dozen. You ain't fucking with me now, then don't be fucking all of a sudden. They been waiting just to see what I'ma be, and I just push the fucking button. I see the clothes, my mimic. You can see my cars, you can ride in it. I'm a fucking die in it. You gotta check in what you buy with it. 5 minutes FaceTime with my women, nah women, yeah. If you think I give a fuck about my shy with it. When I was teen, I had the weed, but ain't get high with it. I was moving all of my shit, and I was choosy about my bitch when they were shooting at my crib. If they just knew just what they did and what they made, they done made a fucking legend. Gave me space to make success, and I ain't never really stressing, no, never really stressing about the numbers. Cause I can rob you if I can fucking rob Discover. It's the Park Demon Summer, I'm the second coming. I don't rest for nothing. I done fucked on everybody but my second cousin. I got that check, I cheap it coming. Give me next, you keep me coming. They ain't even see me coming. Now I'm next, there's no discussion, no discussion, I got a 12-hole group chat, call them Dirty Dozen. You ain't fucking with me now, then don't be fucking all of a sudden. They've been waiting just to see what I'ma be, and I just push the fucking button. All my evil white girls in the house with their hands is all my black niggas down there. It's all the motherfucking hands in the air, man. Shake that hard, you What? I'm the second coming.
That was fire.
Second coming, I don't rest for nothing. I done fucked on everybody but my second cousin. I got that check, I cheap it coming. Give me next, you keep me coming. They ain't even see me coming. Now I'm next, there's no discussion, no discussion, I got a 12-hole group chat, call them Dirty Dozen. You ain't fucking with me now, then don't be fucking all of a sudden. They've been waiting just to see what I'ma be, and I just push the fucking button.
I thought that was cool. All right, man, let's go. I like a lot of things about this. There's a lot I want to talk about here. So you guys know the drill. We're gonna talk about the instrumental. We're gonna talk about vocals, and we're gonna talk about the overall theme of this track titled "Pog Demon Summer." So, Yomack. I don't believe I've heard a Lil Skunky track produced by Yomack. So interesting beat choice here. I like it a lot. I don't even know what it reminds me of. It's definitely a really unique kind of vibe. I like the upbeat sort of like it's interesting. I can't really put my finger on it. But by the end of it, it made me memorize the hook. So like it was one of those beats where the majority of the chorus and the hook here are just like it's them trumpets go crazy. Yeah, like it's an interesting kind of sound. The hook is just something else though. Like the way the beat and the hook like sort of intertwine, it's fucking nuts. But overall, I think Yomack did a really good job. Trumpets are definitely a big outlier here. Drums are perfect though. I like the mix on it as well. Not too clashy, not too overbearing. It's not as experimental as Lil Skunky would usually get. But it's more so like defined and very ironed out, like and it's not like a very overwhelming kind of beat. And not that having like an overwhelming type of beat is bad. It's more so like it's become a part of like Bloodcat sound. You could say Bloodcat, it's okay, love you though. Yeah, you know what I mean? You gotta yeah, bro, you gotta keep up the gimmick, you know? But I like the beat choice overall. I'm not gonna lie. Yomack did a really good job. Shout out Yomack for sure. Very fleshed out sound, 100%. And 4 minutes and 29 seconds is solid. Like that's one thing I do want to note. I'm not sure if like a beat was sent like this, but if Bloodcat was like, yo, motherfucker, I need this a little bit longer, That's hilarious because like I just like how structured this is. This definitely caught me off guard with sort of this alternative kind of sound. And by alternative, I don't mean genre. It's just an alternative to what we're used to here on the show. Um, so very cool beat choice here. I like this. Interesting. Definitely ear catching as well. But vocals, let's talk about vocals, man. Not too different of a overall mix than your normal Blood Cat, but that's not to say these aren't different. I like the structure. Like I'll keep saying it, man. Like the structure here is really good. And I think one of the main parts of this track are how well balanced everything is, you know? So when we're going into verses and we're talking about verses here, I think the bars start off a little bit just slower, and then by the time the hook comes back in, um the second verse is fucking crazy, and then by the time you get to the hook again, that shit's already in your head. It's really catchy. I think this is definitely like you get this around the right people and like the right group. This is definitely hit material for sure. Like especially with like a video and stuff. Oh, 100%. 100%. Just because of the structure is so like it's just easy to listen to. But one thing I did know about this that's a little bit different than a Bloodcat's usual is the type of bars and like the writing. I feel like these bars are very what's the word? They're like this is very rap, if I may say so. This is very rap. Like a Bloodcat's definitely spitting on this track. I can definitely say that because like you can't go pick like a Bloodcat track like right out the hat and be like, oh yeah, he fucking like this is rap. No, like I think this is more relatable to rap. You know what I mean? So I fuck with it a lot. It was definitely cool to hear some bars here, that were just slightly different than what we usually get here on the show. So very, very cool. Um, so overall, vocals great, hooks really catchy, makes it solid. I like the bars, creative, and especially by like the third verse, I believe. Shit was getting nice. Shit was getting nice, and the hook like is just it's like comical, but in like a serious way. It's like one of those lines that like is like fucking ridiculous, but you just say it anyways because the song bangs. You know what I mean? Like you're like, yeah, this line's fucking crazy, but I'm still saying it because this song bangs. Like I could totally see a listener doing that. You know what I mean? This is just like one of those lines where you're just like, all right, who cares? Because this shit's fire. You know what I mean? Absolutely, 100%. Overall theme of the track, man. Literally the title, Pog Demon Summer, man. Definitely a summer track. Definitely a vibe track for sure. Almost a Yeah, I would call it a club track. I could see this going in the club for sure. I'm not gonna lie. Um, but not like a super underlying meaning. Definitely just a hit, man. This is definitely a hit. Especially in terms of the underground. You know what I mean? Like this is crisp, clean, unheard, unreleased. Yeah, yeah. This is what we want. This is nice. Rio de Young OG, just the same shit, just as wild bars. Oh shit, let's go. It's so catchy for some reason. Yeah, like I agree. I agree. But overall, great, great track here. Um, so yeah, vocal solid. Um, Personal favorite part is definitely the hook for me. I think the hook did it. Definitely like by the third verse, it was already in my head, and that's how like first listen off like rip, you never even heard a track. Yeah, that's solid for sure. So shout out Bloodcat, shout out Little Skunky. Thank you for the submission, homie. Much fucking love. Make sure you guys check this out. Dropping March 25th. That is literally 11 days from right now when you're watching this. If you're watching live, um, you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you check the description if you want to go listen to the shit. Make sure you show Bloodcat some love. Follow him on Twitter, follow him on Instagram, follow him on the whole 9, man. Thank you, Bloodcat. Much fucking love. And of course, you guys know the drill. Every artist featured in today's show will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. Let's get it, baby. So, who's up next? We got the homie No Name Dread, man. No Name Dread has been such not only a consistently submitting artist, but an artist that's been dropping and just like has a catalog like no other, and just a creative, unique sound you can't really, like, you could pull inspiration from, but I feel like you'd be like, oh, he sounds like this or something. No, man, like I feel like a lot of that is a stretch. No Name Dread is definitely their own entity, that's for sure. But they submitted a track titled I Hope This Works. Prod No Name Dread. So we have a vocal track, I'm assuming, and a track produced by No Name Dread, which is always a pleasure. I know Dread doesn't always use beats from himself, so it's cool to see him sneak these in every once in a while. You know what I mean? Oh, I'll prod this one. Oh, somebody gave me a beat. You know what I mean? I like artists that like cut it 50-50. I think that shit's cool. Because as most artists do know, collaboration is super important. But if you're just feeling like you need to cook up some shit, I feel like this is dope. But nonetheless, let's get into it. We're going to pop this open a new tab. "25 days ago," man. This is fresh as shit. And super, super bonus points for the cover, bro. This is fucking cooked. This is like anime Berserk, except something I would use, and it has like the Midwest cover style where it's got like, it looks like an album for, bro. I love everything about this cover. There's not one thing about this cover I would change if this was, you know, my track. Holy shit. Yeah. This fucking cover hits 100%. But yeah, let's get into it. I hope this works. No Name Dread. Prod. No Name Dread.
No Name Dread.
Oh, that tag is great. This is a dream beat. Oh my, what the fuck? That's crazy stuff.
Stuck in stage
Wow. Yeah, that deserves a lot more love. I have a lot to say about this. That was fucking crazy. Um, that could very well be my favorite No Name Dread track, like 100% actually. Wow. There was a lot I liked about this. So let's get into it, man. You guys know the drill. We're gonna talk about the instrumental here. We're gonna talk about vocals, and we're gonna talk about the overall vibe of the track. This one's interesting as far as the vibe goes. But where do I start about the fucking instrumental, man? Yo, Kayla, what's poppin', homie? I hope you're well. Welcome to stream. Where do I start about this instrumental? So this is Prod No Name Dread, man. This is fucking cooked. Like, wow. So, just a beat aside, and just put everything else over there for a second. This is one of my, like, this kind of surprised me. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't expecting a drop like that. Like, that drop could have been everything or, you know, anything. Like literally, bro. Like, looking at that waveform, you could have never said to me that that was going to hit that hard. That was fucking great. That was fucking great. Holy shit. So, the first thing I said when I heard this beat, super dreamlike, super ethereal, very dread sounding. I like that he produced this. Just because it makes it that more dread like. It just feels like he cooked up something like for himself. You know what I mean? It's just like what he was feeling at the time. But I feel like the melody has like such a different tone, all the way up until like the beat drops and like the first drums start to hit, and it's like, wait a second, like it immediately turned dark, and it has this like yin and yang about it. But it bangs though, like it bangs on like a motivational vibe. It's really weird. It's a very stomp track. It's very like it's like got these drums on it that are like very assertive. They're very dominant fucking drums. You know what I mean? Like these are drums. Like you hear these drums and you're like, yo, what song is that? Like instantly. So needless to say, I like the choice of drums here, 100%. But the melody definitely is a talking point as well. I like the melody for sure. But overall, a great Dread beat, 100%. Like I said, Dread's not really like a I make my own beats kind of artist. More so, you know, 50-50, you know. Every once in a while, you'll find these tracks where Dread produced them, but this is easily one of the craziest ones I've heard, 100%. So beat's great, 10 out of 10 from me. Really a shining star of this track for sure. 3 minutes and 16 seconds, definitely not on the shorter side, but it's definitely more like like you wouldn't know it was 3 minutes. You know what I mean? Because 3 minute tracks can be like decent, right? Like it depends how you do them. I feel like this is how you have to do them, as to where like there's enough switch up, there's enough like decent structure here, as to where like nothing gets stale. So I like it a lot. Let's talk about vocals, man. So you guys know that Dread is more so of likes to do a mix where the pitches are different, and I really feel like doing all of that is such like a great thing about Dread's music, because when Dread makes his vocals like that, I feel like this is like the only artist I've heard in a while that sounds like decent and coherent and fucking like like the mix is solid, right? Like for me, I feel like if you're gonna pitch up or down your vocals, um, just make sure your verses are like really well done. You know what I mean? And I feel like Dread, like his recording process is really good. Um, because the mix is just always so fucking nice. I mean, like you could always like patch up a mix, right? Like everybody knows that, but everybody just also knows that it can be easier sometimes to just go re-record. So I feel like Dread always just like has like a good recording voice, and then the mix just fucking adds like this layer of like gold on it, and it's really dope. It's really fucking dope. Um, but some of the writing in here was really interesting. I like a lot of the bars. The hook was definitely catchy. Um, I'd say the drop was like my favorite personal part, if you were to ask me, because I thought the track was gonna go in a like a completely different route. And if you're ever a first time listener on this, you were probably like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? You were probably like, holy shit. So, super super fucking cool to get surprised like that every once in a while. I fuck with that. Um, and not that people do that intentionally. It just happens like that. You know what I mean? Because everybody like hears music differently. So, I like the creativity here, 100%. But lyrically, man, I think Dread's got to be one of the leading motherfuckers in here that's ever doing some pitched up, pitched down shit and is mixing vocals like this, because it's so fucking solid, so solid. Um, just because the verses are so well done, you can hear the lyrics. You like literally wouldn't even need a description. Like you can do shit like this, and you don't have to like fry it. You know. So I think Dread just dips it in the pitch, sauce just a little bit, just just enough as to where it's nice and crispy. I like it. I like it a lot. Cover art go crazy as always, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's like one of the first things I said. And I was like, holy shit. This, Goku Frieza kind of fucking vibe right here, bro. I love the cover. So overall, vocals, verse, hook, both verses actually, really, really well done. Solid. Not too much going on either, by the way. So I like it a lot. Big fan of Dread stuff, man. I like to see Dread do like a full project soon, and definitely would like to see a visual to this. This is great though. This is fucking work, man. 17 plays. You motherfuckers. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're watching this live, make sure you go show fucking Dread some love, motherfucker. Overall theme of this track though, not too specific here. Dread sort of bounces from topic to topic, not so much just to where the track doesn't make sense, but truly just talking about a lot of things here. And you could get a number of things from a lot of these bars. And I think tracks like this that bang so much, and you just hear an artist like spitting their lyrics on it is just like, I don't know, like this is definitely one of those grab bag tracks where you could get something from this that somebody else couldn't get, and they're like, oh, I just think it's this, and oh, I just think it's that. So I like it, man. I fucking like it a lot. Dread, man, keep doing your thing. Thank you for the submission, homie. Everybody go listen. I hope this works. Everybody go follow Dread on all social media at No Name Dread. Make sure you show him some love, man. And of course, you guys know the drill. Every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description by the YouTube re-upload. Let's get it, man. Dread's talented ass motherfucker, dude. It really brings me back too, because like I'm biased, maybe, I don't know, because I'm a sucker for like real hard underground unique shit, and that's definitely in the group for me right now, 100%. So up next we have a first time submitting artist. They go by the name Harco. Harco has been showing a lot of love to Music Mondays, man. So they dropped their track underneath our podcast tweet probably like a couple hours ago. So they submitted a track titled Still Trip, official, a visualizer audio. So And Bloodcat says, yo. Harco, first time submitting artist. Steel Trip, man. I like, you guys know me, bro. Like, first time submitting artist, I'm super I'm super enthusiastic about. So let's just get right into this one. And you guys know I really like a good visual. Harco is my homie. All right, yo, so let's fucking get it. Oh yeah. Okay. Yep, I remember now. Yep. Visualizer by Bloodcat. Not gonna lie, let's go, baby. Let's fucking go. Oh shit, let's get it. Harco, first time submitting artist. Steel Trip, official visual. Let's get into it, man. Let's crank this all the way up. Let's max out the quality. You guys know the drill. Let's get a crisp 1080 in here. We'll full screen it. Let's do it. Harco, Steel Trip in 3, 2, let's go.
Hey, yo, who made this? Else made it.
Below drama, take what's yours. Swear to God, I don't need to, but I still try. Make a meal to keep you, and it still is. You want true love? Come and steal this. Hearts made of metal, and you got the steel bit. Haven't let no one in, so sorry that it's messy. I know that I'm clean, but I'll treat you like a blessing. I'm so terrified of loss, so to you I am confessing to all my insecurities that always are festering. Reappear when you leave the room. The longer that you're gone, the worse the impending doom. Demons keep on telling me we'll be ending soon. So I love it when you get back from the moon. Cause my heart was lost out in a storm. Drifting out apart, tatted up on my arm. Turn my depression into an art form. Stop myself from committing self-harm. Swear to God, I don't need to, but I still trip. Make a bill to keep you, and it still is. You want true love, you should come and steal this. Hearts made of metal, and you got the steel bed. He's got the bolts and bursting off. Swear to God, I can take another loss. I'm still tripping, and I don't need to. Didn't think I was gonna need you. I've been giving people everything they asked for. Yet these people still want more. So you can see why the fuck I still trip. Now you haven't had words like this. I'd give you every cent left in my pocket. Build up your dream just so I could watch it take off like you was in a rocket. I'd take off, but catch myself and stop it. I don't need to, but girl, I'm always tripped. Make some cash and keep you, and it's always this. You ain't stealing shit, cause my heart's still in this. Cause I loved you, baby girl, yeah, ever fucking since. Whether girl, I don't need to, but I still try. Make a meal to keep you, and
Wow.
it's still this.
I'm impressed.
True love, come and steal this. Hearts made of metal, and you got the steel bed. Don't need to, but I still try. Make a meal to keep you, and it's still this. You want true love, come and steal this. Hearts made of metal, and you got the steel bed.
This goes. I agree, man. That was fucking great. Okay, let's fucking talk about this shit, bro. So, I can't lie. I don't really expect anything less from somebody Bloodcat cosigns, man. So, you guys know the drill. Let's get right into it. First time submitting artists. So, I have a decent amount to talk about. We're gonna talk about the instrumental, of course. We're gonna talk about vocals, and we're gonna talk about the overall theme of this track. Definitely a good theme here, for sure. But instrumental's great. This is a very a Zom type beat. I hope in 100 years, when I make about 100 more hits, that this is what my type beat sounds like. Something like this a little bit, maybe slightly more acoustic, but either way, huge fan of this beat choice here. Not Not sure who the prod is, but either way, regardless, whoever it is, they did a fucking stellar job. Um, Huge fan of this beat. Nothing I don't like, to be honest. Simple guitars, great drums. Alice Beats, yo, let's fucking go, Alice Beats. Shout out Alice Beats, let's fucking get it. Blood Cat fucking dude, bro. Let's get it, baby. But great, absolutely fucking great. A great beat choice, emotional, hard hitting. Just the type of shit I like. I don't even give a fuck. Call me biased, call me not, bro. I don't even. Nah, fuck that. No way. I've been making shit like this for years, so really appreciate this kind of shit. I like when artists, just sort of take this lane, you know what I mean, and make their own version of an emotional track. But regardless, beats a 10 out of 10 for me. I got nothing else to say about that. Straight the fuck up. Absolutely great beat choice. A great taste as well. And of course, a great mix. Nothing clashy or anything like that. Drums are great. But one thing I will say is the vocals are some of the most like raw and emotional, and it takes me back a little bit. The vocals are and like by raw, I don't mean like unmixed or anything like that. I just mean like they're like raw, like they're very what's the word, like they're very emotional and like just lay it all out there, and I love that about Harco 100%. I think people who can get some shit like that out of music, or start making music and write shit down like because of this or because of that or anything like that, I think that's fucking amazing. Harco, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream, homie. Much fucking love. But vocals like this definitely have a special place with me. Like I said, you can call me biased. It is what it is, but let's be honest, like this kind of shit definitely hits a lot of people. It just depends on what track it is, and this particular track is well done if you're going to be laying some shit out like that, you know what I mean? Because there's all types of emotional tracks, and there's all types of lanes you could take doing this kind of shit. So when it comes to this one in a particular, huge fan. But hook is great. Hook is great. I feel like you didn't need to do too much with the hook though. I feel like where all the like all the content of the track really lies in the verses here, and I definitely was expecting that, and I was listening to the verses in particular just to see what Harco had to say and was writing on a track like this. And I was not disappointed. I enjoyed it for sure. The hook's definitely not very like, it's not too like overbearing, you know what I mean? It's not like fucking like you know, sad verse with like happy hook. No, like the hook makes it easier for the verses to come in like like just sort of like the way that they do, I guess. You know what I mean? But the writing is definitely another thing that stuck out to me. The writing was really well done here. And each verse definitely was like another climb. And I felt like by the last verse, Harco was like really just sort of like, I could picture somebody writing this and like really knowing that they got to sort of finish off the track with like a bang. You know what I mean? And I feel like the writing like peaked right at the close of the song, and I think that's fucking great because there was more to drag on to throughout the song. So you were like, damn, this is fire. So when the hook came back in for sort of like halfway through the song, you knew the second verse was about to be fire, straight up. And it's nice. It's nice. That's why I love him, bro. The momentum in the story. Yeah, like it's definitely a really good groove here. I really like it because, like, you know, you don't really have to like be a fan of emotional music or be a fan of any sort of alternative shit to appreciate like what's done here as an artist. You know what I mean? And for me, it just so happens that I'm a super fan. It's what got me into making music. It's what I make. It's what I like listening to from other artists. So definitely um just some of my favorite shit, honestly. So overall, beat great, vocals fucking 10 out of 10. This is like a solid, before I talk about the theme here, I'm not too sure how long Harco has been making music. Cloud City, that's fire. 1 year ago. So obviously there could be some other shit before that, but for what we're looking at here, this is like a really polished fucking sound if you want to just talk about a year. You know what I mean? Like, any year. You know what I mean? I don't care if you started 5 years ago, whatever. Like, point A to point B, and this is your point B. I don't even care what the start was. This is the perfect fucking direction for sure. But the overall theme of the track, man, it's pretty much the track title, Still Trip. Harco talks about a lot of important shit in his life, and I'm sure a lot of people's lives. Just basically reasons why he still trips, and you know why, you know what I mean? Like, why you still trip over this, bro? And he's just like, yo, this is why, motherfucker. So definitely a really like easy to grab onto track, and very easily relatable. And like, I saw someone tweeted out the other day, what are like some of the elements of like a hit song, and especially to me, a hit underground song is, you know, the number one thing to me is you need a great hook and a beat, but like underneath all that though is relatability. And sometimes if people can't relate to a track or whatever point that they're in their life, and like they listen to your song and they can relate to it or they can't, could make or break, you know, another supporter for you. So I like the important topics here overall 100%. Harco definitely lays some shit out. I like the writing for sure, passionate, emotional, just shit you gotta lay out on the table, you know what I mean? And in my opinion, it's just something that it's what music is for. You know what I mean? Like, whether you're making like a rage track, you know, you're fucking making an all sad crying acoustic track, you're making emotional tracks like this, you're making alternative shit like this. I think this kind of shit is what makes music sometimes, you know? For sure. But either way, overall, I really, really, really enjoy the beat. Vocals, absolutely great. And overall theme of the track is probably my favorite part. For sure. I wrote Still Trip, just laying on my girlfriend while she slept. Legit in tears while my girlfriend was holding me. Thank you, sir. Yo, you're very welcome, Marco. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Keep doing your thing, homie, for sure. It's definitely so like pleasing to me that people can make music for, you know, like their own purposes, and you know, just to get a bunch of shit off their own chest, you know, and actually do it in a presentable way. So tip my hat to you, sir. Absolutely. Without a doubt. But one other thing I do want to talk about before we send this one off is the visual. You guys know my deal with visuals. You got to be doing them. If you're not doing them, it like every once in a while, or like post release or anything like that, bro, it's just no excuse, and it's just more content for the people that fuck with you, bro. So just do visuals, and it's just like little simple shit like this can make or break a track, or just make a track really different, you know what I mean? And gives a track more personality and energy, you know what I mean? A basic shit like this, you know what I mean? A moving GIF that you can fucking put on in the background rather than a cover. Don't get me wrong, a cover's fine. Cover is absolutely fine. Like, bro, you can go look at my channel right now. I have like a billion fucking audio tracks with just covers. But I also have like 10 visuals that I made by myself, you know? So to each their own. It's just I like to see the extra effort made. So it's great. And it's not for me, you know what I mean? It's truly like it is because I am a supporter, but like your other future supporters, you know what I mean? People who see this, you know, 10 years from now, they're gonna be like, damn, this track bangs, you know what I mean? Look at this old school GIF or whatever the fuck, you know? So bonus points for that, for sure. I fuck with it. And a lot of the artists that submit to here anyways do their own visuals and really emphasize visuals. And if you don't, you have a reason for it, you know what I mean? So there's very few artists out here that lack with that kind of thing. But overall, awesome. Really, really great first impression. Shout out Harco. Thank you for the submission, homie. Much fucking love. Make sure you guys show Harco some love. Make sure you go listen to Still Trip. Show Harco some love on Twitter, YouTube. I'm pretty sure I saw he was almost at 100 subs. Make sure you go sub to his fucking channel if you want more visuals like that. And yeah, much love, homie. Thank you for the submission. All artists featured in today's episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube. Re-upload per usual. Drops every Saturday. So, that was 3 in a row. Let's fucking get it. We'll do, I think, I don't know. What do you think? I do. What? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we should leave the last 4 and then we should go into some Offspring Mysterious. What do we think, chat? Do one more audio check or maybe some Offspring? Yeah, because this will be 4 and then we'll do the other 4. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that for sure. Movie time. Let's get it, Mark. All right, man. If you guys don't know, Offspring Mysterious is one of the most consistently submitting artists here. A lot of my artists are. A lot of the wonderful people that support Music Mondays are consistently submitting, and I always thank you guys for that. 100%. But Offspring is the one-man army, and is the jack of all trades in the underground, man. Digital artist, producer, just all around unique fucking personality, and literally has his own music production behind his short films and everything else going on his channel, man. So it's really become a staple here on Music Mondays, and it wouldn't be an episode without Offspring Mysterious and some new shenanigans, you know? So we got a brand, I don't think brand new, I don't know. Let's pop this open. I almost said brand new. March 5th, 2021. So you're going to talk about almost a year to the month. So, I mean, still kind of new, you know, I'm not going to lie. Yo, what's good, Offspring? Welcome. I hope you're well. But yeah, we got another awesome short film by the homie Offspring Mysterious titled Living Hard Beats, man. Let's fucking get right into it. In 3, 2, 1. All right, full screen, of course. Dude, can I, hold on. That clip, this is my favorite Offspring clip right here. This man's getting fucking jiggy, bro. Nobody has moves like this motherfucker, okay? Oh, look at that shit. Are you serious? Get the fuck on. This guy, bro. Got a few dancing clips to share. Please submit those for next week. Please. That'd be sick to react to some dancing, honestly. Wait, can we get a poll in the fucking chat of how many ceiling hits we're about to get, and are we gonna get a game of horse anytime soon? Because I'm trying to see that too. What the fuck? Like the audio got muted. Oh wow. Shout out to Fear, man. Great song choice, holy shit. She's one of my favorite artists. She's dope. What the fuck? His girlfriend got an OnlyFans account. What? Yeah, this is actually probably really hard. What the fuck? I just thought about it. I was like, damn. Wait. No, this is actually gold. This is actually funny. What the fuck is this? Dude, is that Hennessy? Yo, this might top the horse video. This just took the most wild turn. This just took the greatest turn yet, dude. Dude, I saw that bottle, I was like, ah, shit. Let's go. Huh. I mean, pretty much. That's like literally one shot of Hennessy, bro. Right there. This is what fucking happens. Right here. Oh no. Actually wasted. Wait. On some like director shit, like did you really get drunk for this? That's great. Hell no! Oh, Springer's like, I was not day drinking. The fuck? I don't drink at all. I'm respectable. I had to ask, you know? That was great. Dude, that took the wildest turn, man. Oh boy. About to get fucking real. This one might be tied with the horse video, I'm not gonna lie. Shout out fucking Cyber, dude. Holy shit. Offspring, your music taste is fucking deep. Wow. Like that. A banger. I can definitely agree with you. I have a huge range of music taste. I can tell. Because this is definitely an underground general for sure. This is a straight warlord right here. I think I booked the homies, or I booked him for the first show I ever threw. This is one of the first shows I ever did. But he did a show for a good budget. He's a good guy. That was fucking great. Yo, it's dope. Yeah, solid dude, bro. Absolutely solid dude. I like this one. I mean, I like them all, but you know what I mean. The horse one was like the greatest. Just because I thought that was really creative. This beat was a fan favorite when it dropped. I can definitely see why. Oh shit. It's coming. It's about to get jiggy. Oh, these drums, holy shit. The very first Walking Onslaught's tale? Holy shit, really? So this is some fucking musical lore? I also like the montage of music that you put in your short films as well. There's always a good variety, like shit you produced, shit you picked. Oh shit. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh shit. That was swag. Uh. Dude, another fantastic adventure with Offspring Mysterious, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck me, that was great. We had a little bit of everything in there. I don't know if that takes us the top spot as my favorite. I can't lie. But one thing, actually, a few things to point out. The variety of music here is really, really good. I like the song choices, and it definitely flexes Offspring's music taste. You know what I mean? You got a little bit of everything in here, and I really enjoy it. And of course, Offspring has the wonderful descriptions. So, absolutely, dude. See, super, super. See, we need to peep these backstories, man. Like excellent backstories, just really well done shit. You know what I mean? And credits all songs used. Just a great variety. A whole, pretty much every link you could ask for. And that's about it, man. Like Offspring really just has this whole stash of like super super short films that are like some of the most unique creative shit as far as filming, as far as being in front of the camera goes. It's always a pleasure, man. It really is. But this one definitely ties it with the other basketball episode. The other basketball episode was a favorite of mine as well. I just think they're like creative ideas. I'm not gonna lie, and you clearly do them a lot because they're fun to do and they're dope to upload. And I think it's dope content for the channel, man. So, it's always a pleasure to check out some Offspring Mysterious. I'm definitely excited to see what you got for us next week. Thank you for taking us on that adventure, my friend. And as always, make sure you show some love to Offspring Mysterious, man. Not just a short filmmaker, but a producer, an artist, digital artist, and as you can see, a jack of all trades. So make sure you go show him some love. Follow him on Twitter. And of course, all artists featured in today's episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. Wow. Banger as always. I would be inclined to agree with you, my friend. I would be inclined. Wait, did the tracks switch order? Oh, nah. I'm tripping. I thought the tracks switched order. I was like, oh, what the fuck? But I believe we have another first time submitting artist, man. We got the homie Scarface. Very good friends with Lord Heretic. Probably mutuals with a lot of Music Monday supporters, but this is the first time we'll be listening to one of their tracks here live on the show. So I'm definitely excited to get into this one, man. They submitted a track titled Precision. I've heard verses from Scarface, but as far as solo tracks, this is the first you're hearing here on Music Mondays. So let's take a gander at this. I'm definitely excited to hear this shit, man. 3 months ago, so you're talking started off 2022 hard as shit. So I like that. 13K plays. Gas, this fi. Yeah, no, there's a lot of love on this. I like that. Your ass, bro. Let's go. Okay. First time submitting artist, Scarface. They submitted a track titled Precision. Produced by Sauce K. Let's get right into it. Scar goes hard. Let's fucking go, Kel. Let's check this track out. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Oh, you stupid. I'm gonna teach y'all niggas how to do something none of you
What is this sample from? Do I know this sample or am I tripping?
niggas know how to do. I promise you gonna need this lesson. I'm moving with precision.
Oh my.
Nigga don't talk mind your business. Ay. I'm moving with precision. Tell that bitch don't talk mind your business. Ay. I'm moving with precision. Tell that nigga don't talk mind your business. Ay. I'm moving with precision. Tell that bitch don't talk, mind your business. Ay, boy, you best make a decision. One wrong movie could get wicked. Gotta take my time cause I'm different. Gotta watch the ones that be sticking. Gotta watch the niggas with the chickens. Sticky for your paper, they be scheming. For all of that paper, I'm a demon. Sit up straight and don't be leaning. Keep it collected and don't be screaming. He get too rowdy, he catch a beating. Stay away from niggas that stay fiending. Stay away from niggas that stay sleeping. Wake up and bitch, they not eating. Gotta do it for yourself first. Step 1, know your self-worth. Step 2, let yourself hurt. Step 3, make yourself work. That's the recipe. Wishing death upon my enemies. Sending love to all the heavenly. Hiding in the hills, Beverly.
Hey, this goes, man. This fucking goes.
I'm moving with precision. Tell that nigga don't talk, mind your business. Ay, I'm moving with precision. Tell that bitch don't talk, mind your business. Ay, I'm moving with precision. Tell that nigga don't talk, mind your business. Ay, I'm moving with precision. Tell that bitch don't talk, mind your business. Ay. Stupid, can't believe you try to do it. Ran up on me with the pole and he ain't even blew it. Stupid, do you know who I am? I'll put your whole fam in the can. Put a whole can in your fam on the plate like a yam, goddamn.
Wow.
Think you burger niggas know me, then how come ain't nobody for me? You phony, the fofo put a big hole in your big homie. Niggas can't say I didn't give them chances. Niggas can't say I wasn't polite. Niggas can't say I didn't try and be cool, calm, and collected, cause that's cool shit. Y'all niggas know that. Six scar, baby. Niggas know who the fuck I am. Happy Thanksgiving to you fuck ass niggas, 2021.
Wow. I'm a big fan of how that beat ended as well. But okay, let's talk about this cover. I noticed when I started playing this track, I was like, yo, shout out the homies at fucking Six Up, man. I'll talk to them in a minute. I was like, holy shit. But holy fuck, dude. First time submitting artist, Scarface. Let's get into it. You guys know drill. Let's break it down by 3 motherfucking categories. We're gonna talk about the instrumental, we're gonna talk about vocals, we're gonna talk about the overall theme of the track. This is hard. This shit is fucking hard. But it's not like overwhelming hard. You know what I mean? It's not teetering on super hard. But let's talk about the instrumental first. Great beat choice here. I think Sauce K really did the number on these drums, man. The drums fucking carried the shit out of this track. Not the whole track, just the track as in the beat. I like when producers do that kind of style, though, when they go a little bit simple on the melody, you know what I mean? And then they just make some fucking drums that knock harder than a bitch. And it's just, yeah, sometimes you get results like this where you don't need to go super in on the beat, you know? So I think Sauce K did a really, really fucking good job here. And I think it's a great beat choice for what I think Scarface was aiming for. I fuck with this vibe a lot, so overall, great beat choice. Mix is fucking absolutely solid. Shout out Sauce K, man. I like this a lot, for sure. But vocals here. Vocals. This is the first time we've talked about Scarface on the show, of course. But in more specific manner, I want to talk about vocals, man. Vocals are just, this is one fucking hell of a first, like I'm pretty sure the only thing I've ever heard from Scarface was a collab track. so I didn't really get the full gist, you know what I mean, of an artist capability, you know, when you listen to a solo track by them. And this is a great first impression, man. This is aggressive. This is mean. I like the variety. But the writing is good too. Like the writing isn't so. It's a nice balance you got going on here because the beat can definitely hype you up and it can knock. But I feel like the lyrics and the vocals and the way that they're not only structured, but the way that they were like done and like how like mono aggressive they are. I fuck with this a lot, man. This reminds me of some like you could shit. There's a couple of artists this like you could relate to it, but I feel like the mix is what separates Scar from a lot of these people because nobody can have another person's voice. You know what I mean? But I feel like the mix here is really outstanding. Scar's voice when it comes to like just how everything is mixed is it like I kind of had to take a step back because it's so smooth and it's got like just one of those like it reminded me I think it was like 2-3 weeks ago, maybe longer, where it's talking about where artists have like unique voices, you know what I mean? Like one example of an artist who you know who I grew up on, Young Jeezy, has like a really unique voice. And there are just some artists out there that have voices and mixes and shit that really separate them from everybody else, whether that be in their lane or just music in general. So I think Scarface really has a good thing going on with how he sounds on tracks like this. I definitely would like to hear more tracks like this. I assume they're all hopefully mixed like this. Maybe, of course, a little different here or there, but for the most part, I feel like this mix is like one of the shining stars of this track, for me anyway. I really enjoyed it. But lyrically, this is great. This is great. There's some really good structure here. Not only with the writing, but I feel like the hook is really simple to grab onto, hard as fuck. You don't really like. You could put this to anything, and it would go. You know what I mean? Like any montage, any anime, any shit like that, it would go for sure. Fight scene, you name it. This is definitely one of those tracks. But one of my favorite things, and I think somebody said it in the SoundCloud comments here, one of my favorite things about this was the kick up for the second verse and how drastically it switched up. And I felt like maybe even like days changed, right? Or like, you know, went by, whatever the fuck. But it's that first verse where it's like, you know, the bubbling, and then like by the second verse, bro, the pot is fucking boiling. And at the end with that huge rant that Scar gave, I think that made this track for sure probably my favorite part of the track, I'm not gonna lie. But overall, vocals, structure, lyrics, writing, hook, excellent. Fucking nailed it. Deserves 14K and more, 100%. I could tell why this caught on. Somebody said this is an underground hit or whatever. I'm inclined to agree with that statement. And it's a broad hit too. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that can get on board with this. You know, it's just one of those hard tracks that's not super, you know, hard to grab onto. But overall theme of the track, I think Scar was definitely trying to get some shit off his chest in a different way, you know what I mean? We talked a lot about that here tonight, about getting shit off your chest, but sometimes you just be going to the booth with a fucking attitude, and, you know, you need to get some shit off your chest and, you know, get that chip off your shoulder, and I think tracks like this are able to do that for you, and that's why I believe music is one of the healthiest ways to not only, like, go through shit, but just create art, you know what I mean? Like if you're going through something and you make music, man, like and it helps you, it's like such a relief, you know, to put out a track or to fucking work on a track or anything, you know. So this is definitely one of those very like serious kind of tracks, you know, as to where like it's not like, you know, shock value or edgy or something like that. It's real as fuck. It's serious. You know, like the second verse was like you could feel the emotion, to me at least. You know what I mean? And then the outro rant. You know what I mean? Like fire. This makes really really good alternative trap shit. Like, and I wouldn't even go as far as calling it trap. It's definitely like underground, like it's very raw and very 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 alternative. Not your typical Lil Baby or um Future, you know, as far as trap goes. This is some hard real raw shit, and I fuck with it a lot. But it's not like too, like I said, edgy or anything like that. It's very like, it's very broad, like a lot of people could get behind this, like I said. So for that, I fuck with it. Overall theme is great. And it's a hit. I like, literally, that guy said it halfway through the fucking uh track. He was like, this is an underground hit. I couldn't agree more, 100%. And the cover goes hard as well. For sure it goes hard as well. Like, come on, bro. You got a 6L, you got a hard ass cover like that, you got a fucking track like this. Absolutely. This is like everything that is like the good side of the underground too. You know what I mean? There's other sides to the shit, and I like this side too. Um, I'm a huge fan of artists that are like just doing different shit out here. You know what I mean? And they're not trying to be anybody. Um, this is like a new gen of sort of like aggressive shit, and I fuck with it a lot for sure. So with that said, thank you, Scarface. Shout out to you for the submission. Much fucking love. Make sure you go show Scarface some love. Make sure you follow him on Twitter, follow him on SoundCloud. Go run up Precision. Shout out Sauce K. That was a fire beat. Every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description to YouTube re-upload. You guys know the motherfucking drill. That was some shit, man. Let's go. So, looking at 3 motherfucking tracks left. And we got the homie Kale. Kale Plant, that boy Kale. Producer Kale, prod by Kale. Whatever you want to refer to him as. We got a fucking banger, I presume. I of course haven't checked anything out. Stock VST type beat incoming. Bro, I remember a long time ago somebody said some shit about that, and they were like, yeah, it was a long time ago too, and somebody's like, yeah, everybody's so worried about this, that, and the third. I think like a couple Bones and Chris Travis songs were made on the FL12 demo, using all stock VSTs and shit like that. And I was like, what the fuck? And ever since then, I never like made an excuse to ever make music, ever. But Kale's probably one of my favorite producers out here, constantly submitting, constantly putting out work, and just a producer. Like I always say, you can go back in the previous weeks. I'm a huge fan of how Kale carries his brand, carries himself, and just embraces being a producer and not so, lease this and, fucking loop that, you know what I mean? And not worried about placements and shit so much, just builds bonds with artists, makes dope music, and just fucking puts shit out as a prod, you know what I mean? Like prods that are like this is a prod that respects himself. Like producers need to be doing that. And this is a motherfucker that respects himself, respects their art. This is what you need to be doing if you're a producer out here, for sure. 100% build a brand for yourself. But nonetheless, we got a track titled Lungs to Mouth. And we got Kale and Silence on the track. Man, let's pop this open a new tab. I'm excited to get into this. Once I saw it was a collab, I was like, oh shit. So, 3 years old, Cruel World. We got some nice throwback shit here. What the fuck? Okay. 621 plays. Got some love on here. And that waveform is crazy. Crazy waveform. Alright, man. Without further ado. Oh, wait. No, this cover's hard. Hold on. I just, it took me a minute to realize what this was. This is some fucking Bloody Mary shit. Oh, yeah, this is tough. This is fucking tough. Yeah. Huge fan. Okay, that's great. That's fucking great. I like everything about that. Kale, Silence, Lungs to Mouth, man. Let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2,
Oh boy.
Turn back, and we came too far. We were in too deep, you gon' breathe me hard. Yeah, we came too far. When you're in too deep, you gon' breathe me hard. You should see my heart. You should see my heart. When you eat, it starts. Shit gets hard and the scars get. Say it was so obvious, bitch. I know what obvious is. Strike it at 300 and then you pull in the gutter and miss. I live in the underworld, it's about as cool as it gets. Fight until the finish. I'ma put you on public shapes, but I've been too far just to turn back now. You gon' breathe me hard. I done found my place. You love to say. You ain't so condescending. You should see my heart. Laid on the floor. You should see my heart. You should see my heart. All ripped and torn apart. It's so cruel. Wow.
What? Nah, what? Wait, nah.
Yeah, you set me up for all of this. Yeah, I don't wanna make it obvious to you. Yeah, you would talk a lot of this plus two. Yeah, you set me up for all of this, did you? Yeah, you set me up for all of this. It's true. So condescending, the way you say you love to hate me. Every new way. Don't take it back now. I win this time. Don't you hate this how I've been up and you're in this life.
Wow. What the fuck? Dread came up next. Let's go, baby. But what the fuck, dude? I don't even. What? Like, first we got Kale vocals, and then we got the fucking exit like that? Wow, the end fucking blew me, man. What is going on with this track? Alright, I'm just gonna be straight up. This is making the top 3 for sure. This is making the top 3 tonight. 100%. What the fuck? Wait, my vocals were the second part? What? Wait, the fuck, dude? 3 years ago, 600 plays? Oh, man. What the fuck? I need to take a minute, bro. This is actually, like, this is what you call a gem, for sure. Like, not only the names on this track, but how well fleshed out this fucking is. There should like, I could see this having so much love, bro. I'm genuinely surprised it didn't pop off. Yeah, like, I'm not even trying to gas it, but yo, this definitely sounds like some shit I would have, like, instantly fucking, like, way before I was doing the podcast and shit. Like, fucking, this just sounds like an artist I would instantly want an interview. Like, what the fuck? Wow. Wow. Okay, yeah, you guys know the drill. Let's fucking break it down. I won't stall no more. Let's fucking go. We're gonna talk about the instrumental. We're gonna talk about vocals. And we're gonna talk about the overall theme of this track. I like the hashtags as well. Look, Mom, I'm a dead pop song. I would have heard 5 seconds and had that shit posted on all my socials. Psy Genius. Yeah, what the fuck, man? Um, so first off, man, let's just talk about vocals here. Not even trying to be over dramatic. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wasn't trying to gas it. Like this definitely sounds like some shit that, like, wow. Yeah, I'm with Mark on this. I'm surprised it didn't pop off. But the instrumental here is got to be like the fucking like bro, the instrumental could have like a feature of its own and just, featuring instrumental. Like no producer credit, just featuring instrumental, because that's how great this beat is. This is one of those like one in like once a year kind of beats, you know what I mean? Like sure you could like cook this up again, but it's never gonna hit the same, and you're never gonna make this kind of song again on it, man. Like this fucking beat is heat. And I like that as a collab as well, you know what I mean? Collab beats always go super, super fucking hard. So the fact that two people were able to lay down some solid verses like this, fuck with it a lot. Well done on the instrumental. Drums are great as well. 808 wasn't too overbearing. Nothing was too overbearing, to be honest with you. Same thing with the melody. The melody was fine. Very dreamlike and very, very... Look, Mom, I'm a dead pop song. I really like that hashtag. Like, I feel like that's a fitting hashtag for this track for sure. But fuck me, dude. Snapped on the beat 100%. So, great collab track. Silence and Kale, though, man. Let's talk about vocals, dude. Well, you guys know the one thing that I do like to look out for when I look at vocals and listen to vocals for the first time is artists trying to be different on the track, you know what I mean? And not like trying to be different, like, oh my god, we're so different. Like, just like separating themselves on the track, but like coming together. And I feel like this is another one of those cases where this is a collab that they were meant to do. You know what I mean? Like this is a very yin and yang collab. Like Kale's, man, definitely the darker side, but like I love the emotion though. Like I love the emotion. It adds such a fucking dynamic to this track, man. Like it wouldn't hit as hard if you started off like this. The fact that it's hidden at the end, that's what makes these kind of tracks for me. Like for me personally, it's just the fact that the end pops off as hard as it does, but like you have this like steady growth again of the first verse just becoming such like a, you're like, you could get into the first verse like at face value and really take the whole track like that, you know, because the beat was so fucking hard, especially when it drops. But man, the outro, dude, the outro does it for me. The outro, I was fucking sold. That's both of us go. Yeah, that's literally what I was about to say. The fucking bro, the duo kind of dude. That's what this track would have needed though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if these were my homies and we're in a call, we're in a studio, whatever the fuck, I probably would have liked to hear that too. Like, even if it didn't sound like the way that we wanted, the duet kind of duo vibe, and just how everything's so harmonized and like the beats going crazy, like, bro, that sold it for me. Because you guys know I very I'm a good ass listener when I play tracks, but if I have to play something back, it's usually because it's fucking nuts. And that was one of those like build up drops, like sort of outros where I was like, this motherfucker really went out with a bang. Like, and they both just did the fusion dance, Dragon Ball Z style. Like, fuck. No gripes, man. This is a great, great alternative hard pop track, bro. That like this is a blueprint to like what I think underground music should be. There is nothing more underground than finding some shit like this, not hearing some shit like this, and being able to talk about it like this, and just, you know, shit like this, whether it's 3 years old, 30 days old, 3 weeks old, 3 days old, whatever the fuck, it needs to be talked about, and like our scene needs more of this. We need more of this, and like all the time, you know what I mean, and like continuously do this kind of shit. This is a real blueprint for me. And for all genres, you know, you could pick out some rap shit, you know, some this or that, whatever the fuck. But some alternative hard pop shit is like, you know, you have like the cutesy melody, and it's great. It's great. But like you said, stock VSTs go fucking hard. Wow. The fucking drums. Everything. 10 out of 10 for me, man. This whole track. Wow. This is longest mouth, man. Kale, thank you for the submission, homie. Much fucking love. Shout out Silence. Shout out Kale. Shout out everybody else involved with this track. Covers, mixes, all that shit. Collabs. Let's fucking go. Make sure you follow Kale on all social medias. Make sure you show Kale some love, man. I'm sure Kale's got 1,000,000,001 tracks you would absolutely enjoy if you didn't enjoy that one. So make sure you go show him some love, man. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. More tracks left, ladies and gentlemen. 2 more tracks. Wow. That shit caught me off guard. That was crazy, man. Z the Nomad. I believe first time submitting artist. If not, it's definitely been a minute since we've heard from Z the Nomad, man. Let's pop this up in a new tab, man. Poet and rapper. Let's go. Fuck with it a lot. Alright, cool. It's definitely been a minute, I think, but I believe potential first time submitting artist. Z the Nomad, Miss Forever. We got a Spotify link. Let's check this shit out. New piece, cable off interlude. Wow, we got a lot of tracks here. Okay, cool. Let's get it. Z the Nomad, Miss Forever. First time submitting artist. Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Yeah. I don't wanna be here, I don't even wanna see you. I don't wanna be here, I'm so sick of these damn demons. I don't wanna be here, I don't even wanna see you. I don't wanna be here, will you answer, will you leave it? See it straight more when I'm big, guess I'm a badass. Boosie fade, niggas tryna hide behind they fears. Remember wearing bow ties and button downs just to be in. Baby gay, baby with the hope, don't know nothing about the culture. Looking for the road to together, but it's broken pieces. Checking for these girls, ain't no loving when I wanna slide in. Now I got a woman past days, wanna press rewind. Always wonder if I turn my back, will she just phantom out? Karma playing heavy in my soul, like Alicia wrote it, pulling on my strings, drunk and sober. Guess you never free from the pain that was passed on. Kiss and tell, here and now, forever rest my soul. Wishing just to see the good, not the apocalypse. Second guessing, got her thinking I'ma dip this chip on my shoulder, flavored in my heart. She got her fears, I got mine too. See, we both cold, Amarion, so maybe love is the heat on. see you. I don't wanna be here, I'm so sick of these damn demons. I don't wanna be here, I don't even wanna see you. I don't wanna be here, will you answer, will you leave it? She tells me that she wants to be more open, wants to be more focused, wants to not shut down with a coldness. I said, baby, I'm no justice, ain't no judgment. Open on your schedule, postal with the loving. I'm here, snow or sunny, don't worry about nothing. Relationships be hasty or too shaky, ain't got no foundation, especially when your demons still here causing all this mayhem. Then you sitting, trying to figure out why y'all got so distant. Never mention skeletons lead to resurrection. EWF in rotation, asking where the love went. It got so cold right when the cloud show. These thoughts sticking to my side like I'm Paul. She got her fears, I got my two. See, we both cold on Marion, so maybe love is the heat on. She say, I don't mean to be this way, but I've been hurt before. Wanna give you everything, but I don't wanna lose no more. I don't mean to be this way, but I've been hurt before. Wanna give you everything, but I don't wanna lose no more. I don't mean to be this way, but I've been hurt before. Wanna give you everything, but I don't wanna lose no more. I don't mean to be this way, but I've been hurt before. She tells me she'll be right here, I tell her I'll be right here. Wanna be here, we don't even wanna see you. In this thing together, we gon' fight off these damn demons. We don't wanna be here, we don't even wanna see you. In this thing together, in this thing together.
What we gonna do now?
That was interesting, man. Not what I was expecting at all. I don't know what I was expecting. Definitely a first time submission. I have not heard anything from Z the Nomad. If I have, it was definitely last year or something like that. But wow, this Saucy, this John slaps. You guys are great. Fuck me, dude. Yeah, wow. First of all, cover's great. Cover's got this like orange creamsicle candy cane kind of vibe, but like also 90s cartoon for some reason. I like the font as well. So A+ on the cover. Really, really enjoy the cover. I won't lie. Kendrick vibes heavy, not gonna lie. Yeah, I can't see. It's funny you say that. We'll talk about that in a second. But you guys know the drill. We're gonna break it down by 3 specific categories. We're gonna talk about the instrumental. We're going to talk about vocals. We're gonna talk about the overall theme of the track. Instrumentals are great. It's just a vibe, just a great classic hip hop vibe. Got some modern twist to it here, there. Very peaceful melody. Nothing too aggressive. You know what I mean? Like very chill kind of vibe going on here with the beat choice. So I fuck with it a lot. Nothing too overbearing, not clashing or anything like that with vocals. Drums were chill. But I think the favorite part about the beat for me was the melody. Just real chill cloud vibes, you know? Just chilling in the clouds. I like it. So a beat choice was solid. Vocals. Let's talk about vocals, man. I'm not gonna lie, at first, vocals kind of caught me off guard. I was like, like, what does this need? And then, like, I kept going, and then, like, I realized how confident Z was on the track. Like, at first, like, it almost, I don't know, for some reason felt not confident, I guess. I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it, but it felt almost like just not confident. And then, like, probably about minute 30 in, I was like, oh, okay, never mind, wait, hold up, this, you know what I mean? And then it takes a second, you know what I mean? Some tracks are fucking, they're like that, bro. You know, that's why you gotta give music and people shit a chance. You know, that's the other side of the show that I like just don't talk about a lot, is how not a lot of people give music like this a shot. And then you're like, wait a second, okay, this fucking slaps, you know? So that's another great thing that Music Mondays does. But vocals are very deceiving, you know what I mean? You could play 10 seconds, 20 seconds of the track and be like, wait, you know, maybe you don't really like it, whatever. And then you get halfway through the track and you're like, oh, okay. So, really good structure. Interesting start, nonetheless, still was absolutely effective. But lyrics, creative, good writing, very bouncy writing, very just a bouncy. I feel like Z has a bouncy personality in real life, maybe not, I don't know. But I like how everything's bouncing with each other. I feel like vocals are bouncing with the beat here for sure. Um, that's why I felt like the intro was a little bit like slow to me, and then I was like, oh, and then Z kicked it up, man. So I fuck with it a lot, but it still kept the dynamic of it being very chill. Um, so for a first time submitting artist, I'm definitely impressed. But the hook was definitely, it wasn't what's the word, like, I don't I don't think it was the shining part of the track for me. The hook was good, but much like a few tracks ago, like we were talking about, the hook was good enough. But the verses, I feel like, are where Z shines. I'm not gonna lie. Not that the hook's bad or anything like that. I feel like Z definitely shines in the verses, and that's where you can get a lot of Z's like true artistry is from some of this writing. Um, but nonetheless, vocals are absolutely creative. And the mix is solid too. Very crisp mix. Nothing clashing with the beat as well. Like I mentioned, the vocals are solid. Um, so yeah, man. Overall, a very well constructed track. You know what I mean? I feel like Z's definitely a musician at heart. You know, um, I fuck with this a lot. Fuck with this for sure. And it's definitely one of the more chiller vibes we've had in a minute. That's actually been structured like really well, to be honest. So with that said, man, let's talk about the theme here. Miss Forever, you could interpret this in a whole different uh a whole different kind of light, man, you know? But all in all, I think Z was just speaking from the heart. You know what I mean? There's several topics that Z touched on here, and just it just was able to keep it chill and all under wraps. You know what I mean? This is like one of those songs that has like a lot of hidden messages, or could, or you could get a vibe from it, but you'd never know it from its first listen, or your first sound. But I like this a lot. I like this a lot. Um, Great beat choice. Vocals are solid for sure. Um, the hook, I'd like to hear. Maybe like energy. You know what I mean? Maybe more energy. But other than that, vocals absolutely solid. Um, Overall theme definitely solid. Everybody likes a variety track where you can get a lot from it. But overall, it made the writing pretty consistent. So, and of course, the overall theme, and not just the theme of the writing, the theme of the track itself, Miss Forever, with the Miss Forever cover. You know what I mean? Like, you can't go wrong with that. And like Mark mentioned, man, Kendrick vibes heavy. So I fuck with that. I fuck with that a lot. I was never big on Kendrick, but that's why it didn't really come to mind. But when you said that, I thought about my homie who plays Kendrick all the time, and I was like, oh yeah, yeah. So I would have to agree for sure. So shout out Z the Nomad, man. Thank you for the submission, homie. Much fucking love. And make sure y'all follow Z, follow on Spotify, follow on Twitter. And just make sure you go show him some love, man. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload that drops every Saturday. When is this next one going to drop? This Saturday is the 19th. Be on the lookout for that, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this live. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you. Last but not least, man, we got the homie King Mark music. We have a very exclusive track dropping in just under 2 weeks, March 30th. Just give me a minute with Bloodcat. We got an exclusive preview. Full cover art, I believe, is available on Mark's Twitter. So if you want to see the full cover art, make sure you go check that out. I do the cover art. Yeah, like, see, that's what I mean. Like, let's go, Mark. Let's fucking get it, baby. But like I said, bro, last but not least, Mark is one hell of not only fuck, dude. Where do I begin with Mark? The very first track, it just reminded me of Seattle, and just everything since then. Mark has just been a consistently submitting artist, consistently hardworking artist. Super active in the Discord, always super nice to everybody. Just a real good, genuine artist that actually cares about their work and just likes to make shit that they like to make. Mark probably has one of the more bigger varieties that I've seen artists have. And of course, he's on another artist that also has a large fucking variety, a Bloodcat as well. But Mark has just this wide variety of like such crazier styles that are just like, wow, you can do this, you can do that. What the fuck, man? What the fuck can't you do? Because we've heard rap shit, we've heard lo-fi shit, we've heard pitched up shit, we've heard sad shit, we've heard damn near I got an R&B. See what I mean? Allegedly has the R&B track in the works, ladies and gentlemen. See, that's what I mean. So Mark's a great example of exploring all avenues. All hail King Mark. Let's go, Offspring. Mark is an artist that, you know, is an example of what happens when you explore all avenues and why you should. And I think you all really should be exploring all avenues, man. Like, for real. Find out what you like, find out what you don't like, find out, you know, what you'll never do again, find out what you want to work on. And expanding is never a bad thing. You know, and I think Mark is a really, really great product of that. You know what I mean? People are so concerned with having like a definitive sound, whatever. You know, like they don't want to give themselves a chance to find a sound and then work on it. You know, so that's why it's an amazing thing to be able to have a lot of variety. You know, or if you don't and you just want to have one consistent sound, that's cool too. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is variety is better because it pushes you to do better as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Been debating country roads are cover for even for the memes. Like, man, I remember when Tracy started the whole movement, bro. Straight up. So I don't blame you, bro. You know, like shit like that's cool to me. It just pushes you to be a better artist, honestly. So with that said, let's get into this track. Music Mondays exclusive. First time listen, just give me a minute with the homie Bloodcat. Very first submission we talked about tonight, man. We got two goats, one track. This is a I don't even know, whatever you call two goats. Goats. Let's get it, baby. Just give me a minute. King Mark with Bloodcat. 3, 2, 1. Music Mondays exclusive. Let's go. Aw. Fuck. Sheepy. Oh. about to stand the fuck up.
Melt tomatoes and a little bit of celery. And all dream of the days when you were next to me. And all dream of everything I thought we'd be. All dream of. Wait. Can you turn up the heat? Baby, I see my breath. I'm freezing to death. Baby, I see my breath. I'm freezing to death. Baby, I see my breath. I'm freezing to death. Who opened the door? It's not your head. It's not your face. Wait. Like, this is your fridge. Wait, who is this asshole? Come on. Who is this guy?
Who's this guy? Wow, that's a collab for the fucking century right there. That's exactly what this fucking collab needed to sound like. 100%. It shouldn't sound like anything else. This is exactly what it needed to sound like. Fuck me, bro. And every single Mark song, even the chiller ones, it's always the kid in the club with the glasses gif, bro. That's the fucking vibe every time for Mark, bro. Every time, I swear. Wow, man. So you heard it here first. Just give me a minute. King Mark, Bloodcat really came in clutch on this one. Yeah, man. Wow. He brought the variety. Not to say that this solo wouldn't have been bad at all, but the fact that Bloodcat came in so different and you know, just had this wonderful flow. Great job, guys. That was, fuck me, son of a bitch. Okay, saw straight out the fridge, legit, straight out the fucking sauce jar. And one thing I want to talk about before we get into talking about the track. Appreciate you, Zombie. Yeah, I got you, homie. No worries, baby. One thing I wanted to say is I need to hear No Name Dread and I need to hear Mark on a track, and I need Dread doing his pitch down vocals, and I need Mark doing the pitched up vocals, and I need that on a track. I need it. But holy fuck, dude. That would go insane, wouldn't it? But yeah, you guys know the drill. Let's break this one the fuck down like some good dope, okay? We're gonna break it down by the instrumental. We're gonna talk about vocals as well, and we're gonna talk about the overall theme of this track, man. Sheesh, man, Sheepy went the fuck off on this beat. This might be one of the best beats of the night for sure. There was a lot of great beats tonight, but this fucking goes. This was such a crazy way to end, bro. Our review section, that is. This is such a crazy way to fucking end, man. Fuck. Okay, so beat choice here is just stellar. 10 out of fucking 10. Just the perfect amount of like digital and cute and like poppy, but still hard as a motherfucker though. Like, as long as you're doing that perfect balance as a producer in the underground, you're almost like always like bound to get a good track, you know? Sheepy's my favorite producer right now. I can't get enough, and he's hell on, no, I don't know how. Sheesh, man. I mean, that's why I always try to tell producers, man, like branch out, you know what I mean? Like make sure you fucking make sure you create a brand for yourself, but that's another topic. Either way, Sheepy absolutely went fucking crazy on this, man. Absolutely extremely talented. And the beat choice by you guys was great. Totally what I expected. Not disappointed at all. Perfect Bloodcat King Mark sort of vibe going on here. I'd expect nothing less. So 10 out of 10 for me. Drums are my favorite part about it. Vocals are fucking amazing on both Mark end and a Bloodcat end as well. Both ends were excellent. So let's talk about vocals, man. First, we're gonna get into Mark's verse. This this is slowly becoming um I think it's weird how I went on a rant like right before like we listened to the track because I was like, yeah, Mark Scott's variety, you know, can find your sound. And I feel like Mark does so good at the fucking pitched up vocals, man. Mark is so good at these. Um, I like a normal mix as well, but these are definitely solid. Some of the better ones I've heard are the ones that always make their verses clear and clean, but still like can make it loud and like very electronic. And I think when you can combine those two things, um, it's solid. It's solid for me. So first things first, the mix is a real big thing, and I think Mark's mix is great. I'm not sure who makes it, mix master. Yeah, so you both mixed your own. I kind of figured. Cover artist by King Mark. Yep. So yeah, excellent mix, consistent mix too. Like it's not like one of those mixes that you tried to go reach for the stars for and came out kind of different than the rest of your music. You kept it kind of consistent, and I like that. So the mix is solid for me. Lyrics are great. Lyrics are great. This is an awesome club party song. It's not so much sad, is it like more so like dramatic is the word for me. It's a dramatic kind of track, and it's very like emotional. And not in the way that like it's like crying emotional. That it's not that kind of emotion. It's very like '90s movie running in the rain kind of like you know fucking. There's a couple of good visuals I'm picturing in my head to this track, but the lyrics remind me of that. Um, the lyrics just have a lot of memorable lines as well, as far as a Mark's verse go. Honestly, so I like. I don't know if there's some competition here or anything like that, but I feel like they both went equally hard. Like this is top tier lyrical content from both artists 100%. Was making some rainy day romantic New York shit. That's exactly what I thought. I thought like some guy like fucking I don't know, he like pops a bunch of pills or something and he gets in his car and he's driving in the rain and he's like going to see a girl. Except it's not like tragic or anything. It's just like one of those like early 90s pop shits where like he's just like you know dude, it's just great. It's just great. Nah, like you totally have the vibe, bro. Exactly, bro. It's what I mean. That's what I fucking mean, bro. We need a visual like that, bro. Please. Please. So glad I could translate that. Absolutely. No, I totally got that vibe too. Um, so stellar verse from a King Mark, man. King Mark is just got to be one of the best to do it right now as far as pitched up vocals, alternative pop vocals. He's King Mark, and this is a King Mark sound, believe it or not, for sure. And just so well written, so fucking well written. And the thing is I feel like I said, like this track could have totally carried, um, as just a King Mark track. Like Mark could have done another verse, and you would never known that there was a Bloodcat ever on here. Like that's how well Mark carried. And then you get to Bloodcat's verse, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck? And this motherfucker brings a completely different element, bro. Bloodcat comes in on this flow where it's just high emotion. It brings it right back to what we were talking about for the visual, and it's just the rainy New York 90s, you know, like it's got that like great sort of like motivational vibe where you're just like bro, I'm going to get my girl back, you know what I mean, or like fuck that, and like I don't want that bitch, or whatever the fuck, bro. Like there's a couple of vibes you could get from this, man, but the way Bloodcat comes on, it just adds this great dynamic, great dynamic. Perfect collab in my opinion. This is what I'm talking about, you know what I mean, when I'm like, yo, you know, like how do your verses sound? Are you different? This or that? Um, man, fuck me. This is absolutely one of the better tracks that I have ever heard as far as collabs from these two, for sure. Fuck. So, uh, a Bloodcat. Um, I like the way that he came on this track. I'm not gonna lie. Just comes in very strong and emotional because Mark almost like it gets the snowball rolling, right? And then you have Bloodcat to finish it off. It's where like, don't worry, bro. Like I'll carry it the rest of the way. This is like two titans for real. I like this a lot. But maybe top 3 Bloodcat verses for me, just because I'm a huge fan of this cadence and flow. Writing is great as well. Kept it in line with Mark. Like, this is a collab. This is like, yo, what'd you write? Yo, what'd you write? How's your sound? Yo, how's your sound? Like, I feel like Bloodcat's strict with his collabs, and same thing with Mark, probably. So I feel like these are two people that would never let a collab really slack and just, you know, oh, let's just put it out. Nah, this is perfect. Like, this is everything I kind of wanted it to be, being a consistent listener and everybody else who listens along with us. I feel like this is definitely something that I wanted it to be, you know? For sure. So Bloodcat carried it to the end, man. And just had a stellar mix. Cadence really stuck out for me. Probably one of my favorite parts. As far as his verse goes. Bro, I seriously sent an Instagram voice message of a snippet, and he had to hop on. Just like it's sometimes tracks are like that, and it's crazy how good that they can come out. Send it over right then and there. Love that, bro. Love that. See, that's what I mean, chat. Look at this shit. Send it over right then and there. You read that, motherfuckers? Go, baby. That's how you gotta do it, though. Because tracks get done like that. Everything stays kosher like that, you know? That's good ethic, bro. Good for you guys, man. This is a fucking hit. This is a fucking absolute hit. So, beat choice, solid. Shout out Cheapy. Vocals, excellent. Great dynamic. Perfect collab. Everything that any listener would want this to be. And just two separate artists coming together on the same track is just something you can only... You just gotta do it right, and this did it right. Overall theme of this track. Just give me a minute, man. Like, just give me a minute. The perfect alternative pop ballad, okay? This is the theme of fucking... Bro, like I need this as like a Music Mondays theme or something like that, bro. Like, this is fucking heat. But just great pop vibes, man. Just give me a minute. Just really, once again, touching on the more emotional subjects, but not going too far into emotion. You know what I mean? It just goes slightly into a lot of vibes that a lot of people could catch on to, and it keeps it super catchy, you know? Left the emotion in the lyrics, and the beat was almost like speaking for itself. So, perfect mix of everything going on for the theme, 100%. And of course, you got your duo on the cover, you know? Like, you always got to shout out the cover. The cover's fucking great. You got Mark on the left, you got Bloodcat on the right. Come on now. Fucking go. So yeah, overall, what a collab. We need a whole project of you two, but this is exactly why we do. This is gonna be why. Definitely need a visual. And just good fucking job, man. Excellent, excellent. I'm impressed. Good for you guys, man. I'm happy for you. And you heard it here first. Ladies and gentlemen, drops 3:30 this fucking month. March 30th. King Mark. Bloodcat. Just give me a minute. Let's get it, baby. Mark, thank you for the submission on me. Much motherfucking love. And of course, you guys know the drill. Every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. Fucking shit, ladies and gentlemen. Resave live in bio and pinned. You guys heard it here first. Read it on the chat, baby. Go support King Mark. Go fucking support Bloodcat. Let's go, baby. Excellent fucking job, man. Excellent fucking job. Wow, you guys absolutely fucking killed it, man. Good job. Good fucking job, man. Honestly. So, that was a decent show. We talked about a lot of great fucking tracks. And we're only at 2.5 hours, man. So you know what we're gonna do is, I had this planned anyways, but now we actually have a decent amount of time for it, and the show's not gonna run on for 4 hours. So just let me go puff a cig really quick, and we're gonna watch a couple videos, fucking get some shit for the channel, and we're gonna talk about the underground for a second here, man. So just give me 1 minute, and we're gonna close out the show in a good way, you know? First time in a while. Let's get it, Offspring. Let's get it, baby. Give me 60 seconds. So, had an excellent show. But what are we here to talk about? Well, before I got off today and to celebrate 60 episodes, we're gonna talk about a little bit of my start in the underground. For those of you who don't know, and what the underground means to me, and what it means to Music Mondays. So one of the first things that came to mind was a since deleted noisy video that Young Lean did. Young Lean did a lot of videos with Noisy. And if you don't know who Young Lean is and you claim to be an underground artist, no, you're not. But there's a pretty special video that I want to share on the channel with you guys, and gonna bring up a lot of talking points, and it's gonna be dope. So let me pull this up, and we're about to have a watch party. So, this video, since deleted, Young Lean is with the Sad Boys crew, with the Drain Game Boys, with the homies. This is pre Blade memes and shit. This is pre everybody being a fucking blade stand. Not that I don't think that there should be blade stands, don't get me wrong. But you guys catch my drift. It got crazy. This is right before around that time. And it's a re-upload. I'm not sure why Noisy deleted it. Maybe Young Lean wanted it deleted. I don't know. But there's a lot more important statements here that are just really dope. Really fucking dope. Bro, I love this video. Yeah. See, we're about to be in for a really good treat.
We were outside meeting fans and we hear 7 shots go off. Adam's like, yo, Lean, get down. He started running to the bus and we get into the bus and then we hear 6 more shots. And then apparently like the shooter runs up to the roof and just sits there and shoots off like 25 rounds. Then a SWAT team comes, collects us, puts us in the venue. Then we wait for a couple of hours, then we get back.
Eternal life, make my city proud. Fuck everyone, king without a crown. Lean up in the whip, yeah, turn it up. Pull up to the spot with my rover.
Like, bro, hold on. Not to, like, drag it. But there was a quote. Where was it? Right here. 3 years removed from his rise to Tumblr fame. Bro. Motherfucker, bro. There was only a select few artists that ever did shit with Tumblr. And it's fucking crazy what kind of era that was. You're talking about names like Rob Banks. Like, some of the biggest, like, names came from the underground that were doing that Tumblr shit, bro. If you know about that and you know how people were marketing themselves on there and, like, just, like, becoming artists on the old Tumblr days, man, wow. I saw Lean live back in 2018. It was life-changing, I swear to God. See, it's crazy. I have a flyer of when he came to Boston before. Oh, Jesus, I think it was like 2016. I don't think I knew about it or whatever the case was. And I think he came back like 2 years ago, some shit like that. He doesn't come to Boston often. Tumblr influential artists are goated. It's crazy because I feel like people don't understand that, though. You know what I mean? Because, like, people just look at the aesthetic and they're like, you know, fucking vaporwave and shit like that. But, bro, like, you gotta understand what it was like back then to be able to be the first people to do that and, like, to be able to start this movement that motherfuckers really, like, started their career off of, too. Like, these Lean, in general, like, was the person to make that shit really dope and didn't give a fuck what anybody thought about it. And blew the fuck up off of it. Blew the fuck up. Like, Lean wasn't touching deals, like, literally until he put out, like, the 3 biggest hits that he has now. Like, he had to put out a lot of content before he even fucking touched anything sort of like this. You know what I mean? Like, it takes a while to be able to get there. And I feel like when people get frustrated, like, they don't fucking respect it. You know what I mean? Like, and like, I feel like every artist gets frustrated, but there comes a point in time where, like, you gotta understand there's a lot of sacrifice in this shit. And, like, if you don't really love doing this, like, Lean loved doing the Tumblr and Rob doing the Tumblr weird shit, like, everybody was doing weird, just stupid shit being themselves. And that's what, like, made them find themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, I don't, like, so when people look at this at face value, they're just like, yeah, so what? Or like, yeah, like, that's crazy. Or like, yeah, like, he's goated or whatever the case. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's a real undertone here that not you or anybody or this one or that one. I feel like a lot of people miss it. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people, like, don't understand, like, You definitely do because you said he's your influence, shit like that. But I'm just talking like in broad perspectives. Like people just don't get it. You know what I mean?
First day in LA.
We're at the old Los Angeles Abandoned Zoo. Gonna hit this.
Exactly, Mark. Exactly. Like not that I'm, cause at first, don't get me wrong, I'm a Bones fucking warlord, but new fans come along every day. Like at the same time, I can't blame them, but on the other hand, I'm like, that's fucking crazy.
Building. Young Lindur. Hey, sure, bro. What are we doing here? I think everyone's just gonna get high and then we're gonna play this life game. Don't get played by the game of life. You gotta play the game of life.
You heard?
That's Young Lindur's advice.
That's right.
I'm blue. Type boy green. Warlord? It's just, I took off in a spaceship, went straight up, landed on the moon, just checked it out, kind of fucked with it, came back, had to grind. Yeah, but I'll be back there soon. We got Lindur here, and we got Sad Boys, SP, Dava made in Japan, Pluto. Yeah, I think Type Boy's gonna rob Hunter for his money. I was just doing a lot of drugs, recording songs, writing. I started off as fun and then, but fuck it, fuck drugs, man. It's all about the creativity. You don't need drugs for creativity. Yeah, it's beautiful here. Makes me want to fuck these mountains. I take that back. Don't put that in the interview. I can't say that I want to fuck mountains. Please, Noisy, take that away. We all live in Stockholm. We pretty much just hang out every day. Sherman's the man. He's the genius behind the songs. Makes beats.
Definitely a big Zelm influence for sure. Sherman was what I aspired to be as a producer, you know what I mean? One of the people outside of Sesh that proved that dropping solo instrumentals and just being a producer was enough. You know, it just really special. He was really special, for sure.
Beats, creates beautiful music.
Yep.
We were at like a Britney Spears fan club meeting, and then we met just a bunch of girls and me, Sherman, and Good, talking about like creating a music group. That would be stupid. Let's do it.
That'd be stupid.
It's not stupid now.
Yep.
North Pole.
Ja, såklart.
Ja, det är klart.
Ja, det är klart. I'll be unknown. Give all my things to all my friends. Never step foot in my... Vad händer? Ja, vi ska fan äta. Cuban Café, perfekt. I think I'm ready to order. Sandwich Cubano and a regular coffee.
Okay, good.
And lemonade too.
Lemonade?
We just did 17 shows. Physically, like, I'm fine. psychologically, like, just tired. Yeah, I read, I write, I record, watch a lot of cartoons. Try and paint too, but I suck at it. I was reading like some Jack Kerouac books, Howl by Allen Ginsberg. Kerouac was the best out of all of them, because he's honest. He didn't know how to write. That's why he's a good writer. Yeah, but, you know, Young Lean is still a character. Young Lean and Jonathan maybe never met. Who knows? I fuck with my fans hard. But yeah, it's not what I do for. I do it for me. I need to get these thoughts out of my head. I'd be doing this if there was no one on my show. It's just my way of existing, I guess.
Yo, what's good, Bananas? I hope you're well. And you might be wondering, like, why the fuck are we watching this? You know what I mean? Other than the fact that it's great camaraderie and it's great friendship and it's great meaning to music, right? But that quote about doing this if there was nobody there, you know what I mean? He's like, bro, I love my fans, I love my supporters, but I'd be doing this if nobody showed up. That's some of the most important shit you could ever get from music, and I have this posted on my Twitter from like 3 years ago. You can literally go look at it, but it still rings so hard to me as an underground artist, as somebody who's done this and just breathed this and loved this as much as I have. Hearing that from somebody who was such a godfather for a lot of us, really put it into perspective that it's nothing else but the music, bro. Like, nothing else. As long as everybody around you's good, bro, you couldn't ask for much more.
We're out here, man. Trapping, man. Trapping. First time in LA, 2 turned in LA, man. You already know. Say hello to the ladies, fam. What's up? Gotta say hello to the ladies, man.
Thai Boy's comedy, bro.
Tour's over, man. The balling just begun. Thai Boy always speaks the truth, man. Balling still continues. You know it. The best is yet to come.
It's the homie right there. He's right, dude. He's right. Best is yet to come, man. This motherfucker's still going viral off shit he did 10 years ago.
I kept on going, like breathing. Everyone can become a rapper, like, it doesn't matter what you do. It matters, like, how you do it. Like, you could be a writer, you could be a boxer, you could be anything.
Facts.
You can be really good with words and then not be a good writer. But if you just don't give a fuck and write down everything, then it's really honest.
It's important, man. And with that said, that's one of the starts that I used to have. I used to watch that video a lot. I used to watch that video. And it just was very very moved by seeing shit like that and seeing somebody that like I almost spent my teen years on surviving like he survived. His Day in New York one was so good too. Oh yeah, 100%. That one's great. He talks about the Chief Keef shit and all that. So it it just all comes back to me, you know what I mean? Like I put myself in a spot as to where like that was the goal, you know what I mean? Like above all else, no matter what the fuck we did, like that was the goal. Straight up. And I was watching that like before I was making music, after I started, during. And it was all during a time where we were doing shit like this, and we were really moving differently, bro. Like the shit I did at this company, especially right here, like during these peak years, like as much of a fucking dustball as this fucking shithole turned out to be after I left, some of these experiences will live on through Music Mondays. This was the shit we did it for. This was the shit that made us wake up every day and know that we had a purpose to be able to go out and move everything. And this is a recap of the first show that we all threw together. Funded by ourselves, booked by ourselves, everything. And yeah, this is what the underground is.
I don't know nobody from no fucking Cambodia, so I've been bringing my phone. Yeah. Hey, right? Hey, shark breed. Hey, knock on the front, I keep growing too bitter. Can't fit this shit with the sniggers. Talking some digits if you ain't to beat it. Look off for nothing, I'm not gonna repeat it. Hot to get shit, yeah, I'm feeling elitist. Many did much, just another perspective. Shout out the fleet and not being selective. See like many went and lost the objective. Want the lava from the pressure. Smoking sticks till my lungs get bad. They catch 22 in with the yank. Repeat routine on the daily. They wanna talk, but too many lazy. Twin top backstage, they wave me. Told them pull from the base of their head. Not worth living life without crazy. Hear it all the time, and I went in. Fuck all this work, but that's a part of it. Hear it all the time, and I went in. Fuck all this work, but that's a part of it. Hear it all the time, and I went in. Fuck all this work, but that's a part of it. Fuck all this work, but that's a part of it. Catch 22, this shit, let's go. Killer shit. Catch 22, C22, what it do? Hey.
Fucking go.
I ain't never been a hoe boy, I ain't asking for respect. You gon' give me what I earn, I need a demon in a check. You ain't never competition, boy, you anything except. You could never be an enemy, a factor or a threat. I just went and spent 2 Cinos back to back on double C's. I'm that nigga, who is he? I'm that boy she came to see. I ain't popping up for nothing if you can't afford the fee. If you running with my niggas, come with us and follow me. I can never leave my brothers, pussy niggas know I can't. I was 8 years old, I seen a nigga pop up out his brain. Bro, I need some stress relief, I need some neck and Mary Jane. Boy, you goofy as a bitch, you think this shit a fucking game. Boy, we
Bitch.
fast as hell, we moving on our own shit. You don't even got a plan, so I can't let you hold shit. You can't play me like no goofy, that ain't how I move, bitch. Ain't no snitching, ain't no telling, boy, don't never fold, bitch, yeah. Yeah, ay, who are you, ay, yeah, ay, who are they, ay.
Listen, man. That is what I do it for. That's why we do it. And nobody can fucking talk to me about this shit, bro. Because until you fucking actually feel what this shit is like, you'll know flat out that you can tell any label, any fucking distro company to piss up a fucking rope if you know you can do it, bro. Like, straight up. I don't give a fuck. Like, now you can go ahead and suck off fucking whoever, this and the third, bro. But all you need to do is be confident in your shit. Support your brothers, support your friends. And you will go so fucking far in this fucking scene, bro. I promise you. I promise you. This is the type of shit we do it for, bro. Like, and this is the dream that I've always had, and to just keep going and going and going and going and not need anybody's fucking anything. You know what I mean? And we were right there. You know what I mean? It was a few bad apples here, there. Everybody fell apart and everybody left the fucking campsite. So what? That doesn't mean couldn't start over. That doesn't mean shit. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't mean fucking anything. Like, it was such a crazy time back then because we were just doing it for such like a different feeling. You know what I mean? And for a whole year, I sat here on Music Mondays and I fucking did this for a long time, thinking that side of the underground was fucking dead. Straight up. Making music with your friends, producing hits, doing shit that you like, all of it. I thought it was all fucking dead. And now I'm finally feeling it again. And now Music Mondays is like people are getting where I'm going with this. And they're understanding that it's not about the money, it's not about this, it's not about that. We're going to build the biggest independent artist creative sanctuary you could imagine. Everybody eats, everybody works, and we're gonna do this because we fucking love this shit, bro. The second show, Atlanta. The last show we all booked before I left.
Mace, you're the worst.
Why the fuck we talking? You are relevant. Yeah, who the fuck you think you are better than? Yeah, if you keep talking, you a skeleton. Yeah, no, a test, my benevolence. Why the fuck we talking? You are relevant. Yeah, who the fuck you think you are better than? Yeah, if you keep talking, you a skeleton.
Good friend of ours.
Why you fucking up my elegance? Here's a taste of your own medicine.
Yep.
Now we living good in my element. If you in a room
The homie.
with an elephant, not a resident. You look hesitant. This is vitamins. Vitamin. My pen Mont Blanc. Yeah, designer shit.
Like, do you guys see why this shit is so important, bro? Like, these are like some of like the biggest quote-unquote underground motherfuckers, and this was before they even got their deals. Like, bro, this shit starts everywhere, bro. Like, it starts with us. It starts with the underground. Motherfuckers make it out of this shit, bro. Like, we genuinely make it out of this if we keep doing what we're doing. You understand that? We all do. I do. That's why I kept doing it, because I was like, fuck it. Like, if I have to do it alone, I'll do it alone. You know what I'm saying? But, man, there's a lot of classics here, but I gotta leave you guys off with one more thing, dude. Show montages, some influences. I had a couple other videos lined up. But this channel, not only I think my bro did a song with Sebi. Oh shit, let's go, baby. Feel you heavy on that song? Let's fucking go. Let's go, baby. I got you guys for real now. It's like some shit that I needed to upload for the channel, and I'm glad you guys saw this. This channel, Haunter here, is still a huge source for new underground artists. It might not be what it used to be, but it all still stands. If you look at those views, bro, and you look at the top 3 artists right there, bro, like, I shouldn't even have to say anything, but if you've heard any of those songs, these are the places you probably first heard them. The same thing with Shroom, man. Astro is super close to fucking Shroomhead too. Like, it was a really insane, special fucking time, bro. Like, and you have all these tracks here. You're talking about Sanctuary, Pride Rock Wolf. Like, a lot of these tracks, bro, I listen to over and over and over. Quick Jaw, Temptation. Sadly, that's just the way things are. Like, bro, it goes on and on and on for like some of the greatest underground influences, dude. Tribute the Kid, yup. Tribute the Kid. Dude, you literally Young Simi, bro. Like Young Simi. Like all of Raider Clan. Like, there's just too much, bro. Too fucking much. And it's all not talked about enough for me in current underground status, right? Because everybody just wants to like skip this level. You know what I mean? RIP Shroom, let's go Offspring. RIP to fucking GOAT. That's the other thing too, is the amount of us that have lost people in this. Like Pascal, Sketchy, Shroomhead, and then there was just like so many, dude, that like we have to do this shit for, and like we got to do it for the love of this like whole scene, man. Like, this whole fucking scene is just way too special to me to ever let anything be different. Like, it's never gonna go back to being the same, but I don't think it can be any other way. Like, so that's why it's so important to me to just keep this alive, dude. Like, I did this for the last 5 years of my life. I've written close to 100 articles, probably over 100 now. Bro, my bro was fully tapped in his potential past last year. RIP to homie. Yeah, for real. RIP. For real. Grimsy as well. I forgot about Grimsy. Like, the fact that it's more than one hand at this point for people that I've actually spoke to personally, and then you want to talk about like artist influences and shit. Like, I didn't know Gus, but I know people who spoke to Gus. I've interviewed people who used to be really close to Gus, and that was another like really tragic one. So like, anything about Peep that ever came up back then was like, it hit different for me because I saw how it affected like his homies. And when it happened to me and I lost my homie in 2018, it just like kept happening, you know what I mean? It's just like everyone around me was just dying. And it was people in music, and it was people here, people there, and like it just like it fucked me up for sure, but it like made me so like self-aware and like really like I just give a fuck about this shit in a way that I don't ever think that like I'd want somebody to. And that's not underground. You know what I mean? Like, we can do better. And like, there's like so much shit that was so bad about the old underground. And like, I love the good shit. But Music Mondays is moving forward, man. And we're taking the same vision. We're taking our bag. I'm taking my fucking dreams. I'm taking every artist that wants to come with me. And we're doing this all over again. Except this time, I'm driving the boat. And I'm the one who's going to make sure that this vision is absolutely never dying ever. Like, by the time I'm done, motherfuckers will know what it means to be an underground artist. People are gonna be mainstream wanting to come down. I'm telling you. I'm fucking telling you, bro. Remember those montages. Go watch some Hunter shit. Go watch old ass fucking Bones interviews, Bones docs, everything. We got them all up on the channel, bro. There's tons of shit we could have watched tonight. But the point still stands. This shit means a lot to me for a lot of reasons. Just like it does you guys and everybody else. So, if you ever felt like shit's dead, the underground's whack, platforms are whack, this is the only platform you're gonna need. And this isn't me convincing you, it's me telling you. Because it's just how I've always been. I don't have any other options. I don't have another dream and another way to, like, ever picture myself, like, taking care of, like, you know, my family and my friends and shit, is to actually start a business where everybody eats off and everybody just has their own section and everybody does their own thing and everybody, like, is so equal. And nobody's doing any foul shit and nobody, like, it's for the art, it's for the music, and it's for the longevity of this shit to be able to become a profitable independent. And showing that you don't need to fucking sell anything. Not your soul, not your dick, not nothing. Nothing. Might have to grind a 9 to 5 here or there. Might have to eat some Costco pizza. Might have to do whatever the fuck, bro. But that's underground to me. That's underground. PC might shit out. This one might shit out. Whatever the fuck. But you do it all in the name that you know you're gonna be something better than anything else that is ever around you. Because 90% of these motherfuckers will fall off and quit and, you know, call it a day and, you know, fucking just won't make it because they lose faith, they get lazy, you name it. And the ones that do make it out, the Sebbies, the Glaves, the you know, fuck me, Casper, Joe, fucking Shinny, fucking Ghost Rage, fucking this one, that one. Bro, do you think they all just got out because they signed a deal? They got out because they fucking bet on themselves, bro. Because they bet on themselves, man. Fuck who doesn't bet on you. Fucking bet on yourself. I don't do this shit for fucking clout, numbers, anything like that. Anybody who fucks with me is because I fucking genuinely fuck with them from the bottom of my heart. That's what cut me different from the rest of these fucking slimes. And that's why anything I'm involved in turns to fucking gold. Not even on some cocky shit. Because I put in the work for it. And I'll never let something like Music Mondays or that vision for the underground ever become dust. Ever. So, one thing I'm selling is some merch. Let's fucking get it, Mark. That's that, man. Episode fucking 60. 60 weeks in a row. Hundreds of artists. New milestones. New love. New support. If you're new, old, hater, lover, we appreciate you here at Music Mondays. Much more to come. 2022 is the year of the underground. Believe that. With that said, that does it for episode 60. Thank you to anybody who tuned in, showed love and support. I appreciate you. Thank you. This will be live on our YouTube channel this Saturday, March 19th. If you're interested in submitting for the show tomorrow, submissions will be live every Tuesday after the show. Sometime in the afternoon, usually 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But just make sure you follow us on Twitter to get updates first at All Music Mondays. Yeah, man. Lots of shit coming. So just make sure you follow us on socials. All links in the bio. Just do !MM in the chat if you need the links. That was an excellent show, dude. It was a stellar lineup of artists. Everybody did fucking amazing from top to bottom. First time submitting artists. And we were able to squeeze in some history about the underground and why I do this shit. But without further ado, man. Thank you for tuning into Music Mondays. I'll probably stream in a little bit. But as far as Music Mondays goes, I'll see you guys next week for episode 61. I almost said 51. 61. And we have a special guest coming on, so count on that, man. Gonna be a really dope show. And thank you for supporting myself in Music Mondays. And we won't let you down, man, for sure. So see y'all next week for episode 61. Be safe. I'll see y'all next Monday. Later.